Hello everybody, it's Crappie Kirby. It is Tuesday, June 5th, and yesterday I guided a couple guys, Al and Tom, and we just had an incredible day. We caught some really big crappie. We also caught some channel cat, a couple walleye. We were actually even feeding a blue herring. And the fishing was so phenomenal that I'm going to go back today and film it so that you guys can see how easy it is to limit out basically during the summer with crappie when they stage deep. So I'm fishing with Deej today. Deej, come up here, say hello. There's Deej. And my wife made me take her dog as well. So we've got that little lap dog in the boat, which... what are you going to do? Happy wife, happy life. So we're going to be using number 2 Tru-Turn hooks. We're going to be using B&M poles, Gamma copolymer line, and we're going to be picking these big crappie that are staged deep after the spawn in anywhere from 16 to 20 foot of water at Hillsdale Lake. So subscribe to my channel. Thanks, of course, to all my sponsors, Bass Pro Shop, Tracker, B&M, Garmin. We're filming all the action today on the Garmin Verbs and the Garmin 360, which is an amazing camera. So we're going to get everything that happens all around us. Hopefully that bird, that blue herring, will come back and you'll be able to see how we were basically feeding that bird by hand. It was pretty amazing. But anyway, Hillsdale Lake, Tuesday, June 5th, 2018. We're going to catch a limit of crappie with Crappie Kirby. Subscribe to my channel. Here we go. We are set up on my favorite fishing spot, Paul's Point, in honor of a guy that I guided with for a long time. We're using number 2 Tru-Turn hooks with the cam action shaft, about 1.5 foot above a 3/8 bell sinker. And we're just going to be dropping it down 18 to 20 feet of water, and we should pick up some crappie. Like I said, the fishing was phenomenal yesterday, and that certainly did not take long. Nice little 9-inch crappie, not what we're after. Now maybe if you want to rewind this and saw what I did just then, I lifted up my pole and I lifted it up where the hook would be past the brush pile, and I drug it until I felt resistance. When I felt the resistance, I dropped it right back down, and the bite was immediate. So these fish are sticking to brush piles. That's 3 fish in less than 3 minutes. Now, granted, none of them are a keeper, but I find the bigger ones come in about 9:30, 10 o'clock. It says that there are fish right there. So that's where we cast. See what happens. Optics does not lie, even though it's a little one. It does not lie. Little crappie. They're right back there and catch his dad or his mama. There he is. Pan out, Panoptics, baby. I got a keeper, I think. Come on, be a keeper. Oh, yes, our first 10.5, 11-inch crappie. Thanks to Garmin Panoptics on the flats, finding the brush and the big old crappie. Booyah. Deej. Get in here, Deej. Deej. I finally catch a crappie and you do this. Come on. Get in here. Deej. Come back in. Come here. Deej. Come here. Come here. Oh, you kill him. Look at that. Okay, that's one. That's one keeper. And that did not take long. Cast right back where Panoptics says the fish are, right there. See what happens. Gonna have to measure him, but he looks about 10. Hey, Penny Jane, you having fun? Look out. Look out. Oh, yeah, he's 10.5. 10.5. Woo! I'm gonna move my minnows up front here. And just like that, the Garmin Verb 360 catches the minnows up front. Where to cast, right there. There's 3 keepers in a row. There's a nice 11-inch fish there. Boom. So that's 3 fish in under 3 minutes, and those are all keepers. Looks like I got a little something on my lens there. Okay, let's keep going. We want to catch a big walleye that's down there eating these crappie. That would be nice. tiny. Too tiny. Got my minnow. I felt my minnow go blank. Tough to catch a crappie without any bait on. Just gonna look around a little bit. Hand optics, looks like there's some over there too. Find a big one. For fish. Oh yeah. He coming to my fish fry. He's coming to my fish fry. Boom. Easy pickings. Even penny drain like that one. Woo. All right, all right. Keeping it going. Keeping it going. Cast my minnow off. I like to take these minnows and hook them so lightly right through the lips. This is a dead one. But just as lightly as possible. That way they kick and wiggle. But there's so many fish down here, and they're hitting so ferociously, I don't see us having a problem catching a crappie with the dead minnow. On a dead minnow. Oop, catch and release. And I still got a little bit of minnow on there, so go back out there. Oh, missed it. pretty sure he just took my minnow off there. Yeah, he did. He took that dead minnow to Texas. Alright, now we got a lively minnow. Watch this. Watch how quickly the bite comes with a lively minnow. Alright. Simply take that number 2 Tru-Turn hook right through the bottom like that. Boink, boink, boink. Let them kick and wiggle down there. You just sitting on our thing. So, when you're having strong bites like that, but you're not setting the hook, instead of setting the hook immediately when you get that bite, lower your rod tip for 1 second and allow those crappie to suck that minnow further back in their mouth. I'll try to give you an example. Sometimes it's hard because it feels like lightning and you want to, put the thunder on it. I'll try to do it. I'll try to give you an example this time. When I get a bite, I'll lower the rod tip, give that fish about a second to suck it back further. There's the bite, second, and boom. Perfect example. And it's a nicer, oh, look at this. Dang bluegill. Or possibly it's just a bluegill down there messing with your minnow. Ah ha ha. But anyway, that showed you kind of a good example of how when you lower that tip, that fish has to go down to suck that in. I actually snagged that bluegill by doing that technique. I'll try it on a crappie. Surely we'll get a crappie. Surely we'll get a crappie bite. I think my minnow came off. Anyway, I'll give you one more example about how lowering that rod tip and just pausing a second to set that hook will put more fish in the boat when the bite is light. Sometimes the bite's feverish and you don't have to do that. And maybe it was just a silly old bluegill pecking at my minnow. We'll see. There's a bite. Waiting a second. See, that little pause made all the difference. And that hook is further back in his mouth. Fetch that fish up, Penny Jane. there's the bite, lower it, and then set the hook a second later. Oh, and there we go. There's a keeper. And I want you to see, by doing that technique that I showed you, look how far back that hook is. Because I lowered the rod tip and he had to go down and suck it back up in there. You're not going to lose a lot of fish when you hook a crappie like that. So if the bite's finicky and you're missing bites, lower your rod tip after the bite, give it a solid second, boom, then set the hook. You'll catch a bunch of keeper crappie. All right, here we go. Nice crappie. That's a good one there. Look at that one. Boom. Solid 13-inch crappie. I think we're on to something here. I think we're on to something here. And Deej is going swimming. Right when I'm catching big crappie. Oh, and boom, there he is. Deej, get out of my crappie hole. Dang it, Deej. Almost hooked you. I don't know if you could see all that, but that crappie came up right from underneath my dog. Oh, another 12-inch crappie. Deej, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, Deej. Come here. Deej, come here. Deej. Deej, come here. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. All right. Thanks, Deej. Ay, ay, ay. All right, that was a nice crappie. Are so sensitive that although I'm jigging right now, I can feel that I don't have a minnow on. You saw me put a minnow on, you saw me cast it out, but I can feel that I don't have a minnow on right now. So I can reel up, and sure enough, no minnow. They're so sensitive, you can feel the resistance of your weight. You know, it takes a little time to get that mental image of what your bait feels like going through the water, but if you just drag it like that, you can feel that there's easily a minnow on there. I can even feel, with the sensitivity, I can feel the minnow when it wiggles on the line with this bottom bumping technique and that loop knot. whenever you feel that minnow wiggle, oh man, get ready, because that drives the fish crazy down there. There's the bite, and then set the hook. About a second later. And look how far down in the gullet that minnow was hooked down in there. That's by giving it that extra second. I mean, you can rewind that and you can see that there was not that amount of time in between. But that one engulfed it. And I saved my minnow. Look at that. There's the bite, lower the rod tip, and then set the hook. It's a nice one. And I know that I hooked him deep because I gave him that extra second. So I don't have to be finesseful with him. I can just pop him in and look where that hook is set. Right in the hard part of that fish's mouth. I mean, look, it even came through the nostril. That fish was not getting off. And that, my friends, is a solid 12.5-inch crappie, perfect for the frying pan. All right. I am on a brush pile that has a school of big crappie on it. And we're having a lot of fun. Another hog. Another hog. Boom. Every cast on a Tuesday, 10:30 in the morning. Once again, you saw me put a minnow on, but I don't feel it on my rod, so I reel it up. Sure enough, my minnow's gone. That's B&M pole sensitivity. One piece graphite, the B&M Sharpshooter 6. Designed by, I believe, Russ Bailey.